It's a little after midnight on May 14, 2008. A 19-year-old man is driving home after a college party in Minnesota. He crashes his car in a ditch. He calls his parents for help, frustrated but calm. They drive to find him, talking to him the entire time on the phone. And then as he says, "Oh shit," the line goes dead. Brandon Swanson has never been seen again. This is the story of Brandon Swanson, a young man who vanished without a trace on a cold spring night. A case filled with chilling silence, strange clues, and a question that still haunts everyone who hears it. What happened in that dark Minnesota field? Brandon Victor Swanson was born on January 30th, 1989. A bright, friendly, and independent young man from Marshall, Minnesota, a small town surrounded by farmland, prairies, and open roads. He had just finished his first year at Minnesota West Community and Technical College, studying wind energy. On the evening of May 13, 2008, Brandon attended a small gathering to celebrate the end of the semester in Canby, about 30 miles from his home. He didn't drink heavily. Friends would later say he was sober or had only 1 or 2 drinks. Around midnight, Brandon decided to head home, but he never made it. At 1:54 a.m., Brandon calls his parents, Brian and Annette Swanson. He tells them he's driven into a ditch on a gravel road. He's not hurt, but he can't get the car out. He's somewhere near Lind, a small town just northwest of Marshall. His parents immediately get in the car and drive out to pick him up. Brandon stays on the line with them, talking, guiding, describing landmarks. But something's off. His parents arrive at the location where Brandon thinks he is, but he's not there. Brandon insists he sees flashing lights, believing they're his parents' car. He tells them, "I can see you. Are you flashing your lights?" They are, but they don't see Brandon. There's nothing but pitch black fields and empty gravel roads. The call continues for 47 minutes. Conversational. Then Brandon suddenly says, "Oh shit," and the line goes dead. They call back again and again. No answer. By morning, Brandon's parents report him missing. But police are slow to act. Brandon is, after all, a legal adult. He might have just walked off to blow off steam, they suggest. But the Swansons know something's wrong. Later that day, authorities traced the last signal from Brandon's phone. It wasn't near Lind, where he thought he was. It was near Taunton, 25 miles northwest, an entirely different location. They find his car in a ditch on the side of a remote gravel road. The vehicle is undamaged. Keys are gone. No signs of a struggle. No footprints. No Brandon. Search teams are dispatched. Bloodhounds pick up Brandon's scent and track it through the fields. He appeared to have walked along the roadside, then cut across open farmland toward the Yellow Medicine River. But the scent stops abruptly at the river's edge. Divers are called in. No sign of Brandon in the water. And here's where things get chilling. Dogs pick up his scent on the other side of the river. Did he cross it in the dead of night? Was he trying to get home? Did something happen before or after that crossing? No answers. Just questions. Several theories have emerged over the years. Theory 1. Accidental drowning. Some believe Brandon fell into the river and was swept away. But extensive searches, including sonar, cadaver dogs, and divers, found nothing. The water was shallow in many places. Theory 2. Hypothermia. Temperatures dropped that night. Brandon may have become disoriented, wandered off, and succumbed to the cold. But again, no body, no clothes, no belongings. Theory 3. Foul play. Could someone have been out there that night? A predator lurking in the dark? Perhaps Brandon crossed paths with the wrong person. But there's no evidence of a struggle. No tips. No witnesses. Theory 4. Misadventure. The most likely, Brandon, confused about his location, fell, was injured, or got lost in the uneven terrain. His last words, "Oh shit," could indicate he slipped, saw something, or someone. Brian and Annette Swanson have never stopped searching. They became tireless advocates for missing persons, pushing for changes in the law. Their efforts led to Brandon's Law, passed in Minnesota in 2009. It mandates that police must immediately begin investigating when an adult is reported missing under suspicious or dangerous circumstances. No waiting period, no assumptions. But for the Swansons, the grief lingers. They've never received closure. No body, no confirmed sighting, just a midnight call and a silence that still echoes 17 years later. One of the most haunting elements of this case is that 47-minute phone call. Brandon was calm, clear-headed, not panicked. He knew his surroundings, or so he thought. He even joked with his parents, talked about school. But was he truly alone? Was something or someone watching? His final words, "Oh shit." A moment of realization? A sudden fall? Or the last words before an encounter we may never understand? No background noise was heard. No screams. Just silence. The disappearance of Brandon Swanson remains one of the most unsettling cold cases in recent memory. No trace. No clues. Just a car in a ditch, a voice in the dark, and a young man who walked into the night and never returned. Someone out there knows something. And perhaps one day the silence will break. Until then, Brandon's story is a chilling reminder of how quickly a life can vanish, leaving behind only questions and a road that leads to nowhere. If you or someone you know has any information on the disappearance of Brandon Swanson, contact the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. Even the smallest detail could bring answers to a family that has waited far too long. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. More chilling, unsolved mysteries coming your way. Until then, stay safe, stay curious, and don't walk alone in the dark.